Good morning, everybody. Late this morning, my computer at home crashed. So here I am for a short show today, and we are going to get right to it. Um, Good news, very good news. Sisolak announced that we will have 100% open in June 1st. So on June 1st, we're 100% open, and the casinos and restaurants and venues are like ecstatic, I'm sure. The job market will start coming back. More tourists will come because we'll have more events. And the event that we're going on right now down at the Furniture Mart is making many, many vendors happy. They're saying that they have lines again, and there's thousands of people here for the show. So that is fantastic. And I guess May 1st, their social distancing guideline is no longer required, except you still have to wear a mask. So I guess we can handle that. Well, we have 0.648 months of inventory, so we went down to 1,887 homes. That is not a lot of homes, and only 2,505 available condos, single-family homes, and townhomes. Yesterday, we had 16 closings, 64 single-family, 9 townhomes, and the 16 was the condos. And we put 12 condos under contract. We have 105 single family homes under contract and 13 townhomes. And we just listed 86 condos, single family homes, and townhomes, which is not a number that I like. I like it to be over 100, especially when we're selling 121 homes a day, which if you look at the April stats, that's what we're doing. And we are 64% above last April, which is no surprise because we were locked down then, shut down, locked down. we were not able to do the things that we normally do. So let's see here. This year, we're 121 homes in April, average daily sales. Last month, it was 150. I don't know if we're going to reach that figure, but we shall see, because January, February January, we were doing 105 sales. February, 118 sales a day. And last month, then we caught up with 150. Oh, so we're still averaging, our average is still about 130. So it's all good. Probably by the end of this month, we'll be a little bit above 121 average sales, but still very, very good. I mentioned yesterday that we only have 1,071 available rentals, and it's the 14th of the month. And we've leased 768. So we may have a shortage this month of rentals, it looks like, because we leased almost 2,000 in March. And we're going to be right around there, but we'll see. We'll see, because sometimes it picks up toward the end of the month for people that want to move in June. So, all right. Today, we're going to have a short show. It's going to, what I'm going to do here is hide this, put myself back here. I want to talk a little bit today about, let's get back here to the beginning, about spring. And okay, so we're almost a month into it, but I just want to reiterate to everybody that there's some powerful things that you can do to get organized for the next 3 months. And one of the first things that you need to do is to clean up your database. So your database is the cornerstone of your business, and it can quickly get disorganized if you don't stay on top of it. It can not only get disorganized, it can be vacant too, which is not good. So this spring, begin a refresh of your database by reaching out and connecting with all your relationships. So if you've started out with about 100 in your database, meaning that you've got 100 people that you have sold homes to. Hold on one second. Excuse me. Everybody's allergies around here are bothering them for sure. Anyway, so, all the people that you've sold homes to, you need to reach out and connect with them. And we call them relationships because hopefully you know where they work, when their birthdays are, who their children are, all the things that are important to them. They like sports, they don't like sports, things that you can connect with them about, and then do your mayor campaign, oh, by the way. And then you want to check in dialogues to see how your customers are doing. And that's what I was just saying. The oh, by the way, if you were to have a family friend who was interested in real estate, would I still be the one that you would refer them to? So you need to practice that. We went over that last week when we talked about calling people. So you need to really hone in and be able to recite that. And we told you how you can practice making that seamless. And then you need to evaluate your database, like, excuse me, you need to evaluate your database. Like, this means that you can ensure you're focusing most of your time, energy, and attention on your A-plus customers and those people who refer you the most often. So your A-plus customers are people that have referred you and they continue to refer you. Your A people are people who are likely to refer you. So I suggest that you get in touch with your A pluses and your A's. All right, what are we going to do next after we clean up our database? So once you've taken the time to sort through and requalify your relationships, you need to look for innovative ways to be of value and service. And a lot of that comes from conversations. If you do make phone calls and if you are finding out what they're doing, and I mean, just talk about Sisolak lifting the going to the 100%. I mean, that's fantastic thing. That's great to talk about. That's high energy, enthusiasm, makes everybody feel good. And then that will lead to their opinions and things, maybe some personal stories about, what their family's gone through and how they're looking forward to being 100% again. So that's, and that just happened. So this would be a great time to get on the phone and talk to those people. And if you can't meet face to face, you can still keep in regular contact by email, phone, or even video message. But I suggest that you give them a call. And even if they don't answer the phone and you leave a voicemail, just say, just touching base. So exciting news that Sisolak's lifted the guidelines and we're going to be back to 100% in June. Hopefully that's going to mean a lot to you and your family. Something like that, something that is personal. And then you can always follow that up with a text or a personal note. You can deliver pop-bys now. The social distancing requirements will be gone May 1st, so you can start maybe scheduling what you're going to do, what you're going to create, and what you're going to deliver in May, because now you can do it. And then you can always write notes of gratitude and gratitude for their continued loyalty to, with you. And you can just say, we're all so excited because we're going to be back to 100% by June 1st. So I think that those are things that when we get news like this, it's great to stay in touch with people because you're talking about things that are completely relevant. And then you can also send a monthly item of value, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. And, all are these great ways to build bonds and strengthen relationships with your clients. So we say step up the customer service because you are in the customer service business. Streamline your schedule. Oh my goodness, time management. So are you a busy professional? I know I've talked to a lot of agents and I'm like, you haven't been in the office lately. Oh my gosh, we're out with buyers. We're out knocking doors because the weather's so beautiful, right? So I'm sure your day's jam-packed with activities. And good morning, Karen. Thank you for joining me this morning. My Miss Regular Karen, thank you. Morning. So requalifying your database means that you can improve your real estate time management and you can it'll enable you to focus on people you enjoy working with and who send you referrals. And to streamline your schedule further, block out time for all your non-negotiable activities and appointments first, making sure to prioritize lead generation. And staying in touch with people is lead generation. That is the true meaning of lead generation. It's not buying a list of names. It is communicating with the people that are going to refer you. And that's generating business, which is lead generation. And then once you've accounted for these big rocks, add in the rest of your tasks. And I'm sure you've seen us show the jar with the rocks in it and how you pour the water in, the sand in, and so on and so forth. And that's prioritizing your time. And so once you've accounted for the big rocks, then you add in the rest of your tasks. So just to make sure you understand, you need to block out time for your non-negotiable activities. And you all should be doing your 5, 5, 5, and 5 so that you continue to stay in front of people. And you need to block out time to write your personal notes. And you need to block out time to call your A and your A plus relationships, your clients. So this type of priority-based scheduling means you always focus on your key activities and you won't get bogged down running non-essential errands or checking social media. Yeah, or getting into your email, which is a time suck. So you need to really, really prioritize your time and eliminate those things that are time sucks. I mean, if you're going to do email, I would do them at the end of the day. And that's what I've been doing for years, at the end of the day. And then for whatever reason, if I can't get to them, and I'll look for things that may be flagged or just breeze through there to see if there's anything that I really have to do right away. Otherwise, I can say tomorrow's another day. Because a lot of the emails that you get aren't necessarily urgent. Now, if you're working on deals, yeah, that's different. That's different. Your email is not just like going through your emails. That's like taking care of business. So it's a little different. So let's see what we have next here. Provide market information. So now, when I wrote this was not today. So I said during these uncertain times, but we're getting back to certain times. You can be a resource of information and education for your clients. Well, you can still do that, and whether they're uncertain times or not. Necessarily, we can go back to open houses. We can do so many things now. And so that might be the thing that you can inform your clients and say, hey, if you've been thinking about selling your house, but because of the social distancing guidelines and one thing and another, we weren't doing open houses, but now we can again. So let me know so that we can get your house listed and start doing open houses. So then you have to make sure you stay up to date with all the latest industry news. Okay, so we talk about that. We've already talked about that today. There are news going on. And on, let's see, was it Monday or Saturday, I talked about the the underground tunnel that's going to go live here shortly. That's going to take people from one point of the convention center from the east side to the west side. And instead of it taking 15 minutes, and it's a long walk, and the heat in the summertime, it becomes an uncomfortable walk. But now with the underground tunnels and the Tesla vehicles taking you through in air conditioning and only taking a couple minutes, I mean, that's really going to enhance the experience for the conventioneers. And that's happening. I mean, they did a test run. I think the Review Journal actually was one of their first that they previewed with them. They didn't see the 16 passenger vehicles, but they did go through the tunnel in Teslas, of course. And they said it's fantastic. So that's coming. And so those are news that you can share. The Raiders say they're going to be all up for the 2021 season, which now, of course, we realize that's true. And I believe it's August 1st. We are going to have soccer tournaments in the Allegiant Stadium and the national soccer tournament. So that's going to bring a lot of people here. So there's a lot of things, if you just stay up on the news, you can talk to people about, so exciting things going on. I mean, this is a perfect time to be in touch with people. And then whether it's through Facebook or individual calls, let your clients know that you're available to answer any questions they have. And and especially with this market, and that you'll help them navigate the market if they're looking to buy or sell, or if they have an investment home that they're looking to buy, and what a great rental market this is. So there's a lot to talk about. And you can do a short Facebook Live video, and then you can text it to a variety of your clients that are your A clients or A plus clients. Um, I like the Facebook Live broadcasts, or the Facebook, and then the Facebook Live broadcast, which you can download, and then you can just text it to your database one by one, of course. But it's still a nice way to stay informed and stay on point. And I think that they would start appreciating that, especially if you started being consistent with that idea. I'm all about doing the video. And then your expertise will set you apart from the crowd, and you'll become a valued and trusted advisor for your customers. I mean, you can say, hey, someone's going to say, gee, my realtor just texted me a video about the market, and it was so interesting. And so someone might say, well, who is your realtor? My realtor doesn't do that. So you always want to set yourself apart for those moments when someone can say, oh, look what my realtor did, right? And then brush up. Let's see, Karen, let me hide you for a second here. And then brush up on your buyer seller skills. What a great time to do this. The market's hot, so you need to make sure you have the kind of high level skills required to meet the needs of both buyers and sellers. And I would really, really talk to other realtors and network with your fellow realtors and see how they're overcoming their challenges. And you can share with them, how you're overcoming yours, or if you have questions. I mean, we're not working out here in a vacuum. So connect with people that you know in your office, or friends, realtors that you have, and find out how they're doing in the market. And the best way to undertake a real estate training program that's proven to produce results. So what I'm saying is there's so much training out there. I mean, we do a CE training every week. And today we're actually doing a video training, which is it's not a CE course, but it's an additional training for 3 hours. And it's to help you figure out how to message people to get a response, to get engagement. So hopefully you can go to bee.vegas and sign up for it today. We still have room. I think we only have half the room filled. So, please go ahead and sign up, bee.vegas. You can always learn something. And the person who is teaching the class is a renowned person. He used to be on Hollywood Squares. So he's been around, and he's worked with many stars over the years, helping them with their scripting, with their presentations, all the things that go into being an actor or an actress. So he's got quite the qualifications. And so I would really encourage everybody to go to bee.vegas, go to April 14th on the calendar, and sign up for the class. It can't hurt, right? Education can't hurt. So tomorrow we're going to have an agency class. And so that's going to be a good class as well. And you always learn things. I think that's my point. Just get out there and get trained. You always learn things. Maybe you don't need the CE right now, but it doesn't matter. You need to stay amongst people and understand what's going on in the market from perhaps Jimmy's perspective, or my perspective, or an agent's perspective that's taking the class. And we always encounter questions about this market. And it's amazing how people have solutions. So it doesn't hurt to take these classes. Not just for the CE credit, but just for the education and the knowledge, and to navigate this market. So I wanted to go over those things with you today, just to, and you can watch this again. I put the PowerPoint on the screen for you. And along those lines, what I'm talking about, here's something that I don't know. I'm going to put this item of value in the group. But in case of emergency, be prepared. So this is something that you can share with, an item of value. And it's I don't know, it's kind of general. And to me, it's pretty much, I would say, evergreen, meaning that, people will keep it. In case of an emergency, be prepared. I like it. I think it's a nice little, oh, by the way, just thinking of you, I saw this flyer and I wanted to share it with you. And you can brand these things. There's so many programs out there that you can use to brand things. So we branded ourselves there and have all our contact information. And then here's another idea. I like this one too. Keep your pets safe during an emergency. And this is something probably a lot of people don't think about. So you have a pet emergency kit. So you've got the 3 to 7 days worth of food and water. You've got extra litter if you have a kitty cat, and you have a carrier. You have your documents with you, which you might need, cage liners, blankets, some garbage bags, and extra collar and harness or a leash. You know why? Because sometimes they break. Sometimes you lose them. So it doesn't hurt to have an extra one. And so you can download a pet safety pack for free, and it tells you where to go. So it has some informative information. The aspca.org is a place where you can go, and it'll have a whole list of things that should be in a safety pack. And it's free. And then if you're going to go to an evacuation shelter, well, let's hope that doesn't happen. But anyway, you need to look for one ahead of time that allows pets, because evidently they all don't do that. So I've never even thought of doing that, actually, but it's not a bad idea. Now, here's the thing. What I did at the bottom of this is I said, hi, neighbor, we just listed and closed a home on Grassy Springs. Now, John markets our neighborhood, Red Rock Country Club, and so he's setting this emergency, keeping your pets safe during an emergency, right? And then he's letting them know that he sold this home for what it was listed for, and then all the contact information and a little few items about how beautiful the home was. So that's kind of a sneaky way to just introduce, some of the things that you're doing. And we're actually going to do this month. This is going to be what, we do our mailing, our item of value every month, and we're going to do this one because we did yesterday. This just closed. So I created this last night, and it's a great idea. And I'll put this in the group, so as a PDF, so you can modify it. And I really would encourage everybody to learn Adobe. Adobe is a great program, easy to use. You cut and paste. They made it as easy as Word. Adobe used to be a little bit complicated if you shied away from it, but the Adobe Pro has gotten to be very, very easy to use. And I also would encourage you to use Snagit. Snagit. Look up Snagit. It's like if you're just doing like this. Let me just here. I do this in Snagit, so it's really easy to use. So I go in and I just grab my Excel, and then I add this little photo down here, and then I add the MLS stats header up there, and it puts some stars and some arrows in to point out pertinent information. So Snagit is what I use for this, and you can use Snagit for this too. If you have the PDF, you can actually bring it into Snagit, and then you can copy and paste your picture or your verbiage in here. It's all very easy to use. And I know you all are busy, so I try to do as much as I can for you. But if you just in your spare time, learn these programs, because they'll become very useful over time. They really will. I hope everybody just has a beautiful day. Snagit. Let's see. Let me put it in here. We'll just add it here. Hang on, everybody. Let me add it. TCA TechSmith Technologies. Snag it. Okay, let's see. Update that, and I'll show this to you. So TechSmith Technologies creates Snagit, and there it is, Snagit, Snagit. Great little program, easy to use. The learning curve is short, and of course, Adobe is good too. Thank you, Marisol, for asking me that. I'm hoping everybody has a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. I guess Jimmy must be teaching somewhere this week because I haven't heard a peep from him, but I will see him tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow he will be here because it's Thursday and we're teaching here. So hopefully we'll get to see him tomorrow. Everybody have a great day.